I prefer to focus on fulfillment over happiness. The concept of happiness tends to be temporary. We're happy for a while, we laugh for a while, then we go back to, whatever state we're in. So happiness is sort of temporary. I think the modern world today hypes up happiness too much. It's about being content. Content means being content and fulfilled. You know that you are working on something and you're working on something meaningful. And at the same time, you must have a degree of balance with other commitments in your life, other stakeholders in your life, your family and your own personal self. So the trickier part nowadays is the younger people, the Gen Zs and so on, their mindset is quite different. And being an older person, sometimes the old mindset will creep in where, a job is a job, you work because you have to and so on, right? Whereas the younger generation, they are looking for fulfillment, you know. I see that, I feel that. And so I feel it's actually an opportunity that, we can help these younger people find balance in their life so that they don't have this burnout issue by creating more fulfillment and more real human relationships between them and their peers. So that's what we do, and that's our experience. It's really about, I would say, being friends, even sort of having a feeling of family in your family, your company. But family here cannot be, the family that ignores the bad sheep in the family or hides things from each other and stuff. Healthy family, right? Not dysfunctional
Yes,
family. Yeah.
exactly. I love your point because it's indeed echoing a lot of discovery I've done in my research, observing in contrast the West culture and the East culture, especially the culture from Japan, due to my love with judo and jiu-jitsu since I was a kid. And if I have to compare the two, they are really, really different because, as you say, a lot of people, they are looking for happiness. But in my opinion, from what I understood, in my smaller way of seeing the world, happiness is depending from external factors. So you are not in control of it. That is more related to a capitalist mindset. So you purchase happiness. And we know the paradox of Rostar that they are not able to get older than 26 years old. Okay, so the purchase happiness it seems that doesn't work as a formula. So if I look instead of the world as a martial art instructor and a passionate of Buddhism and spirituality in general, is something a lot deeper. And I love the point that you say the fulfillment. I also tell my coaches typically to research enjoyment. And if they connect enjoyment that is personal with enjoyment with others, that is the sharing of their gratitude towards you, they found what you say there is indeed a fulfillment. That this is a beautiful formula if you apply in an organization. That again, it shows how human-centric is your relation with the people that you are investing with. And I really love it.
Brilliant. Yeah, and it's not easy, right? It's a conscious, consistent effort because not everybody is naturally a people's person, right? Not every team member wants to get to know me as a person, right? There are those who just box up work as work. It is professional, not family, not personal. It's all different, right? But I feel
Yes.
this is where that human-centric approach comes in. And that's where you build a true company of people that want to work together. Because if you're just working because this is my job scope, then there's a limit to, again, the contentment, as well as the limit to what you're able and willing to do that doesn't feel like a compromise. That means I'm willing to do more because I want to, not because I want to show off to my manager so that I can get a promotion, or not because I feel that I'm forced to. If not, my job is at risk, right? You do it because you want to. So when that switch is flipped, that you're doing it because you love the company, you want to build the company, you subscribe to the mission, you respect, the founders, the leaders, because they treat you well, then that whole approach becomes much more harmonious. There's a lot more, I would say, calmness in the people. There's a lot more trust that is developed, and these are all very positive things when you build an organization.